Animal rights activists and actually anybody that's concerned their government might mess around and accidentally fund a global pandemic got a pretty big win over the past couple of days when Trump made these remarks at a gathering of the UN.
Just a few years ago, reckless experiments overseas gave us a devastating global pandemic. Yet, despite that worldwide catastrophe, many countries are continuing extremely risky research into bioweapons and man-made pathogens. This is unbelievably dangerous. To prevent potential disasters, I'm announcing today that my administration will lead an international effort to enforce biological weapons convention.
Most people would likely be understandably shocked to find out that the US is still funding gain of function research, and not only funding it, often funding it in the labs of our foreign adversaries. Now, the White Coat Waste Project, which is the animal rights organization that first blew the whistle on the gain of function research that likely led to the creation of the pandemic, has been making great traction and getting a lot of legislation moved forward that would put a stop to this. It is still unfortunately happening because so many pockets of our government are involved in carrying it out. It's like a game of whack-a-mole. You end it at the Department of Justice, and then you find out that the Department of Agriculture is doing it. Gain of function research is very risky research that should not be happening, period, end of story. But it also is research that involves animals. Now, many people had hoped that the second Trump administration would be far more aggressive on this. It's obviously something that needs to happen. It makes no sense that it hasn't, to be frank, but they've been dragging their heels, particularly in departments like the NIH. There are a lot of leftovers from the Fauci Biden era in these bureaucracies, and they are working hard behind the scenes to prevent reform. According to reporting from Reason Magazine, in May, the White House issued an executive order that created a broader definition for dangerous gain of function research and promised that new restrictions on it would be issued within a few months. But despite these kinds of promising statements, deadlines for the new restrictions called for in that order have since come and gone, and no new policies have been released. Meanwhile, there are ample indications that the NIH is continuing to fund risky virological research. But while it seems some in the Trump administration are attempting to thwart his ultimate goals, it's good to know that he has not forgotten about these promises and is still keeping it top of mind. Ending gain of function research would save many animals' lives, and it also would protect all of ours.